So I had somebody message me recently, a female messaged me, and she said that I talk a lot about dating dynamics and the shitty dating market, but I never address men's role in these problems. And I want to do that today, actually, because there's a lot I want to talk about. And I guarantee you a lot of you are not going to want to hear this, but I don't give a shit. Again, if I wanted to be a phony fraud grifter on YouTube like most people are, I would just post the same videos over and over again with different titles, the way everybody does, about how women are so horrible, doom and gloom, it's over, can't win, don't try. I don't want to do that. I actually want to help men any way I can. If I can help one man, good enough for me. I've done something to help brighten somebody's day. I want to talk about the dating dynamics themselves, the dating market itself, the issues men are having they need to fix. I also want to talk about money a little bit and a couple other things. So for starters, one of the things that inspired this video after I talked to her was just a few days ago. I was talking to a buddy of mine at the gym who's a bodybuilder. He's trying to get his pro card. And we talked some time, but we talked for a little bit longer than usual the other day because I was getting ready to go do cardio. It was the end of my workout. I was going to walk on the treadmill. And him and I were discussing like dating and the women in the gym. And he was saying, oh, I would never date any of these hoes in here. Look at the way these women walk around. They're all whores. I don't have any respect for them. I don't want anything to do with any of them. And I kind of laughed because he was going hard on them. Then he goes, let me add you on IG, bro. We added each other, fist bumped, and then I walked to the treadmill to go do my cardio. As I'm walking on the treadmill, I go to his Instagram. And I look at who he's following. Dude's following nothing but over-sexualized women in the gym. That's all he's following. Then I go to their profiles, the ones that are public. Everything they post, he likes it. Every over-sexualized video, every over-sexualized picture, he likes, he comments on with drooling emojis. Dude, what are you doing? Like, that's the shit that pisses me off. A lot of men out here that are complaining are also the problem. And they're too weak and whiny to want to fix it. I'm not saying it's easy to fix these problems as a man, but you have to fix them. Just like money, bro. I get it. Money matters in life. Women are attracted to success. I'm sorry. I didn't make that rule. It was like that long before I came along. It's going to be like that long after I'm gone. You gotta make money as a man, not really even for women. I'm not saying make money for women because I've had more success when I was younger, when I was broke, than I did when I had money. In fact, I'm ashamed to say this. I'm sorry to say this. I feel bad. Multiple times in my life as a young man, when I was being a scumbag out here, getting action, I found out women I was fooling around with were in relationships. And two of them that I can think of specifically were married women that I found out later on were married. And when I saw the guy on social media, I found out who the guy was. This was the tall, handsome guy making lots of money. But for whatever reason, her toxic ass met me at the gym. I didn't know she was married. And she was getting a thrill out of fooling around with me. A guy that was just a young jackass that just worked all day, spent his money on stupid shit, didn't have a pot to piss in except for a Z28 Camaro back then. I was driving an 86 Z28 Camaro, T-tops, blue with IROC rims, blasting my metal music. That girl found me appealing because I was the scumbag. I feel bad about that, but I learned at a very young age, money wasn't what got women. Money getting women was just the guys getting played for the most part. I'm sorry, that's what I've seen in my life. And even like the social media thing and the OF thing, so many men, in fact, every man that I've ever met and ever talked to says that they hate the corn videos and they hate the OF. But endless men are watching that. Endless men are paying for that shit on OF. I know some of you right now that are watching this, you're feeling shamed because you're wasting money on OF shit. You're consuming that garbage content. In fact, I've seen men on social media who talk about how much they hate trashy women, yet all of their content is standing there doing street interviews for hours until they get a hot viral clip of a trashy ass woman that's like got a crazy high body count. She's a gross size queen, corn movie addict, or she's done this behind her boyfriend or husband's back. And you guys just drool at the opportunity to get a video like that. And when you're interviewing her, you just giggle. You don't even call her out on her bad behavior. You don't act like that bad behavior is to be shunned upon at all. You're rewarding it. You praise her. You treat her like she's some unicorn that needs to be posted on a video to get millions of views. You're just as bad as she is. In fact, all of these big content creators that you guys talk about to me, that sit around in these roundtable discussions with these trashy like Vegas women and stuff, the only one that I can name, whether you like him or not, the only one that I can name that actually calls these women out is Myron. Again, a lot of you might not like him, but you have to respect his ability to call them out. Rolo doesn't call them out. And again, I don't hate Rolo Tomasi, but I see a lot of you guys talking about him and how much you guys praise him. Rolo and that other, like, the other dude, what the hell's his name, with the black hair and the goatee. They sit around with these Vegas girls, and I've heard him in many, many videos, because I still watch these guys' videos when I have the time. I still respect these guys. But I've seen these women in these interviews say some trashy ass shit. And these guys supposedly care about bettering the experience for men. They don't call these women out. They don't call them out at all. They giggle and laugh like a little simp. Oh man, you're so bad. Oh, men need to realize this is going on. Hell no. Call that woman a piece of shit in her face like she is. Don't reward that behavior. This is the problem with men, bro. Like, you guys are still walking around acting like these trashy women are above you. That's one of the biggest problems of all. And in fact, a lot of you men are walking around still embracing the trashy behavior that you supposedly don't like. I've said it many times. I think hip-hop culture is the epitome of everything that's wrong in our society. It amplifies all of the bad. Yet you guys still embrace it. You still lust after and respect and simp to women who embrace that trashy ass music. I'm sorry. If you don't like that message, you don't like that message. I'll stand on my own beliefs, and I will happily lose subscribers if they don't agree with that. I don't give a shit. I'm not here to make everybody happy. I want to be sincere. I think sincerity matters more than anything on YouTube, because most of YouTube is fake ass bullshit. And if I wanted, like I said at the beginning of the video, if I just wanted to be a phony that gets 1 million subscribers, I would just lean into the bullshit doom and gloom that everybody leans into, because that's what gets the most views. These videos don't get as many views. But at the end of the day, I think men do need to do better. In fact, I want to talk about something else. I've had a few of you guys send me the viral video of the Asian girl that did the chopped man epidemic, where she talked about how there's very few attractive men and men don't put any work into their appearance. And you guys were just triggered at that girl's video. I agree with some of what she's saying. Most men today do look like shit. You guys do. You don't care about how you look. You're entitled crybabies too. You think you're entitled to some great woman just marrying you. You're not. You are not, dude. It's the burden of performance, as I think it's Rich Cooper that says this. The burden of performance is on men. Like, I'm sorry, I didn't make that rule. It's been like that long before I came around. It'll be like that long after I'm gone. I'm sorry if you don't like that. It's your job as a man to be the man that women want. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. I've been able to have some success. I'm not tall. I'm not rich. I work my ass off at it, though. I've always worked hard at trying to be fit. I've always worked hard at trying to present myself the best way possible. And I also work hard at being self-respecting and confident. Like, I've had so many of you guys comment on my videos like, there's no way you've had any success on dating apps, bro. Come on. You said you're short. Come on. There's no way you get women, bro. Come on. Any of you watching this right now, if you want, message me on IG. I'll send you screenshots of my Bumble or whatever. I'll send you a screen recording of my Bumble. I don't give a shit. You'll see how many messages I have from women. I haven't even replied to them because I don't give a shit. I'll show you if you want to see that bad. I'm not saying I'm the hottest hunk around, but bro, I get women. I get attractive women. If that makes you mad, I'm sorry. It makes you mad because you're a loser, bro, and you don't want to do the work. That video of that girl talking about the chopped man epidemic, some of what she's saying is right. Look around when you go out to eat. Look around when you go to the grocery store. Most men look like shit. They are severely out of shape. Their posture's terrible. Their body language is terrible. They won't even look at a girl. They're dressed like shit. Their clothes fit like shit. Their hair's unkept. Their beard's unkept. They don't have a fragrance on. They smell like shit. Like, most of the men today that are complaining are not willing to do the work. I'm sorry. I'll say that outright. If you're somebody that hasn't done the work and you're not trying, you don't have a right to complain. You don't at all. I am a person who respects effort. I don't just respect the men that have built something. I also respect the men that are trying and failing and just getting frustrated but not giving up. I respect the hell out of you guys. I'm proud of you guys if you're one of those people. Don't stop. Don't quit. Life is a bitch. Especially a bitch if you weren't born with the greatest of looks and the greatest of financial situations. Duh. That's not a new theory. We all know that. But you still can't quit. And like I said at the beginning of the video, most of you men, you piss me off because you're complaining like a man with a bullhorn about how trashy women are today. But the good women are invisible to you guys. You say there's no good women out there. Yeah, I get it. I've said it myself. And I also agree that a lot of women today, probably even most women today, are trashy. They embrace the trashy music. They embrace the trashy culture. But guess what? You guys are simping to those women still. Men in mass need to say these women are trash. We're turning away. But you're not willing to do that. Everyone says, yeah, it's just a simp epidemic. Bullshit. Unless all of you are simps too. Because of my buddy at the gym, all he talked about is the simp epidemic. And he's simping for every single girl on Instagram. Come on, you guys. Like, we have to do better too. We are the buyer in that market. All these bad women out there that are like playing men and doing this and getting treated like celebrities, we're the ones doing it. Not me specifically. I try to catch myself all the time and not do that. You guys are doing it. A lot of you right now that are watching this are doing it. I want to end this video on the financial thing because money matters a lot. Guys talk about money, getting women and this and that. Bro, again, money helps because success is attractive. Again, I'm sorry that women are attracted to success. It was like that long before I came along. It'll be like that long after I'm gone. Success is attractive. That doesn't mean the women are horrible. That just means you're able to prove to women you are capable. That doesn't mean they're not also physically attracted to you. Now, if you can be a guy that's attractive that other women want on a sexual level, and you got some success going, woo! As Ric Flair would say, you're killing it. But you guys, you don't want to focus on money to get women. You don't, man. You don't want to do that. Money needs to be your ability to have the most control of your life. What do I mean by that? I focus on working my ass off and trying to make money because I know that's how I will possess the most control over my everyday life. Where I go, why I go there, what I do, why I do it. That's what money means to me. I'm not going to just say like, oh, money is freedom because that's kind of what this means. But money to me means my ability to have control over my anxiety, have control over helping people that need help in my family and friends, or being somebody that's able to, say F you to certain things and situations. Like, people talk about F you money all the time. You don't have to be a bazillionaire to be able to say F you to some bad things in your life. But you guys need to focus on making money because it gives you the ability to have the most control over your life and the situations in your life. Think about that. So let's recap the video. Stop treating women like they're above you. Try your best to focus on your personal dialogue with yourself, your internal dialogue on the way you see yourself. Look in the mirror. If you don't look good, you need to look better. I'm not saying you got to be a pro bodybuilder, but you need to be relatively fit, you guys. You do. I don't care. I don't care if you're 6'5" or 5'5". You need to be fit. You need to walk tall and be proud of yourself. You need to dress well. There's plenty of videos on the internet that talk about dressing for your body type. Certain colors that accentuate your skin tones or whatever. Dressing in monochromatic outfits if you're a short guy, so it doesn't separate the look of your silhouette. Like, learn about fragrances a little bit. Learn about different hairstyles and facial hairstyles that complement your face shape. Like, you guys can't be this lazy. You got to do that work as a man. If you don't do the work, then I don't want to hear you complain about not being where you are in life. Nobody cares. That's not me being mean. That's me telling you something people have known since the beginning of time. Nobody cares about men's problems. It's your job to fix it. Now, I care. I want to hear you out. But I also want to tell you, hey, bro, I'm here to support you in trying. The effort has to be there. No matter how down and out you are, I will respect you and give you the fist bump and tell you that I'm proud of you if you still try. You got to try, man. So, men, we got to focus on what we got to do as well to fix this shitty dating market and this shitty life market in general that everybody seems to talk about. Comment down below. Let me know what productive, let me emphasize that word, what productive things you guys can add to this discussion that men need to focus on and that men need to do to better themselves in every way possible and to have a better focus on treating the good women with respect and, disengaging with the trashy ones. Let me know down below. Till next time, guys, God bless.